backyard machine shop. Today we're shooting a little video on this Leblond lathe. Now this is the Leblond lathe that was given to me a week or so ago by Mr. Charles Shanderfeld. And guys, it's worn slap out. And I'll come in here and show it to you in a minute. And either I'll put some pictures of the ways and stuff. But anyway, Mr. Charles had told me that it was worn out. And he said the bearings were bad, and they are. And the somebody had welded a cone, you know, a pulley to the cone pulley, and so on. So, with that said, what I'm shooting this little video about today is, I want to see. I don't want to see all this go to the scrap. There's some good parts on it still. There's a compound. There's, you know, the apron. I doubt the saddle is any good because of the wear I see in the ways. There's a taper attachment. There's a tailstock. Basically everything on this lathe is available except the chuck and the legs. There's a gear train. The back gear has got a broken tooth in it that's available. So what I want to do is, since this was given to me, donated to me, however you want to put it, I'm not out to make any money on it. Now, so what I want to do is I'm going to offer it up to the viewers that watch my channel first, and then I'm going to take it and post it probably on Practical Machinists and see if anybody there needs parts. But the parts will be available, and here's how I want to do it. For the first 2 weeks, from the time this video is posted, I want to take and offer it to anyone, but you have to buy a whole assembly. In other words, if you want the tailstock, you buy the whole. I'm not saying buy because it's going to be given to you, but I'll get back with that in a minute. But you're going to get the whole tailstock, not the handles, not the quill, anything. The whole tailstock. The apron, if you want the apron, the whole apron will be available for the first 2 weeks. The gear train, the whole gear train, the taper attachment, the whole taper attachment. Okay? Even if you want the spindle. I mean, I think the spindle's okay. This needs to be cut off. You know, or if you want, you buy the whole spindle. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'd rather not have to take everything apart. That and I don't want to piecemeal everything. Somebody might need a whole tailstock, and I don't want to take the handles off of it and them not have it, so I'd have to look for it somewhere else. Alright, so after about 2 weeks, then I'll take it and maybe break it down into some smaller pieces. You know, maybe take the handles off if you want the handles and things like that. So just trying to figure out a way to get these parts onto a lathe that needs to be restored. You know, I hate to see any lathe sit around waiting for parts when there's some parts available. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it for the first 2 weeks. If you want the whole apron, I'll pull the apron off, and I'll give you, you know, I say it's free, but you'll have to pay the shipping cost, and if I have to build a crate or something, you'll have to pay for that. So, but other than that, you know, it's a giveaway. But what I'll do is, if you say you want the apron, because we can't tell, I know it works back and forth on the rack, okay, but I'll take it apart, take the apron off, say, and take some pictures of it, send them to you, and then give you the price to ship it. Now I'll weigh it at that point and tell you what it's going to cost to ship it and build a crate or whatever, and you can make that decision. I mean, so same thing, like I said, the tailstock. If you want the tailstock, you want the whole tailstock for the first couple of weeks. I'll crate it up, ship it. All you got to do is pay for the shipping and the crating. Taper attachment. The lead screw looks to be in good shape. The feed rod, the gear train looks good. I mean, everything looks good. Now, like I said, with the exception, I'm keeping the chuck and I'm gonna keep the legs. Now, if you got a Leblond lathe like this, it's got a broken leg, or or something like that, let me know, and we'll figure out how to get them to you. But I wanted to keep them for 2 reasons. One is I've got a little project I can use them on, and 2, they're so big and bulky to ship that it'd be outrageous, and you'd have to come pick them up. So now the headstock, I might go ahead and break it down. If you want the back gear or the spindle or the caps or the bearings or anything like that, you know, I might break that down. But like I said, let me know. Just send me an email to, the backyardmachineshop@gmail.com. So it's the same thing for my website here. So all you have to do is send me an email and let me know what you want. And it might take me a week or 2 to get it pulled apart, but we'll get it pulled apart. And like I said, I'll send you pictures, and you can decide whether you want to pay whatever it costs to ship it to you. Okay. And then after 2 weeks, like I said, after 2 weeks, then I'll probably be more open to taking things apart. You know, like taking hand wheels off the apron and the handles off of the tailstock and things like that. But for 2 weeks, I want to offer it for the complete assemblies. And in 2 weeks, I'll shoot another video and show you what's left. Okay? So I'm going to take you around here, and we're going to look at. I'm going to take some pictures of everything and try to post them in the video, and kind of give you an idea of what's going on with it. All right, guys. So I promised I'd show you some of this stuff. Now here's the wear I was talking about. Look at that lip. I don't know if you can see it, how good you can see it, but there's a lip right there. There's a lip on the inside. It's worn out here, and the same on that side. And it's right there in the where the wear is. It comes all the way down to about here. Okay, and then there's no wear from here. So I know that's what that is wear. Now, like I said, the lathe's got a taper attachment. Everything seems to be there. Now everything on this thing is pretty much froze up. I can't move this handle, but the quill will not come out. The compound's frozen. I can move the apron. Alright, the cross feed works. We can move the apron. And the half nut works. I can't tell you about any of the rest. Now, I said the screw looked pretty good. I got to looking at it here just a minute ago, and it's hard to tell, but it's some wear in it right here. So the screw may not be a viable part for anyone. Okay, so the quick change gearbox. Here's the quick change. I don't know if it works, slides around. It seems like it will. I ain't even messed with it. So again, that's what you're looking at. Oh yeah, guys, there's one more thing I wanted to add while I'll show you around a little bit more. If you want to come pick this stuff up, it's free. I mean, you know, you can come pick it up, let me know. You can come pick it up, and you can even take it off. So with that said, I do have a couple other things. I have the gear covers for the back. I didn't mention that. And I have the cover for the bull gear. Okay. The cover for the bull gear. And that's about it. Now the motor mount that came on it for the llama drive is staying. The legs and the chuck. And other than that, everything else is available. So again, with that said, hope somebody can use it. Alright guys, there you have it. Showed you some pictures, and there's some more. I mean, there's some more things. If there's something you want to see more pictures of, let me know. Also got the quick change here. I forgot about that. And so, serial number of this lathe is C5525. I think it was built 1910, 1920. It's got the crooked compound here, like most of the more modern Leblonds. So there's some things on it that's worth some money. So I mean, or worth keeping. Again, what I'm asking for is, if you need the whole assembly, if you need the whole apron, or if you need the whole cross feed or the compound. I'll break the compound up and I'll break the cross feed up, and it'll come with the handles and everything. Tailstock, the quick change, the taper attachment, the gear set, and like I said, the headstock I'd probably break up because it's just not feasible to ship it. Okay? So, with that being said, I hope somebody out there can use this stuff, and I'm going to post this on Practical Machinist, so I'm sure there's somebody that can use something off of it. 2 weeks, the whole assemblies will be available. After 2 weeks, I will reconsider and maybe break down some of the assemblies to smaller units, and at that point, we'll figure out what we can do. Now I'll post another video to tell you how I want to handle it at that point. So, that's about it, guys, for today from the Backyard Machine Shop. So long.